Hello, it's McLeod. I am recording my reaction to the Striker expansion. New main box leaks, if you can call it that. They've been confirmed by Konami, so I don't think it's a leak anymore. And it was like revealed yesterday, and I couldn't record it because unlike other people, say, Discord basement dwellers who have nothing better to do than, talk shit about me all day, I actually have a job. That's the tough reality of capitalism. Not every one of us can just, borrow our mom's credit cards in order to be able to afford the new Sky Striker archetype. Some of us have to actually, get money first and then pay rent, and you'll get it someday. I'm just gonna say it. This box is bad, right? It's not bad in the sense where none of the archetypes in it are good. I think there's potential for Sky Striker to become the next obnoxious dev that everyone is gonna complain about. Me first and foremost. But it's bad in the sense where, as a consumer, you can't look at this product and be like, oh yes, this is a good product. I am glad to be spending money for this product. If you look at this, right, you'll see there's like two main archetypes, which are Sky Striker and Ogdo Addicts. And then there's like a million pieces of support for completely unrelated archetypes who are mostly gonna be in other boxes that you're also gonna have to dig in if you're interested in those archetypes. Say I want to play Cleese, right? So I want a copy of Apocryphal Towers, because Towers is like a good card. I'm gonna like discuss this later on, but let's say I want to play Cleese and Cleese Knit Towers, because what else are we gonna do? If I get into this and I pull like SR copies of like this Dream Mirror cards or this Dream Mirror cards, I'm gonna be pissed, because like Dream Mirrors is also an archetype that's like located in a completely different main box and has several main box URs in another box. So already I'm like, well, this is a huge waste of my fucking time. I'm never gonna play these cards, they're just gonna sit in my collection collecting digital dust for the rest of my days. I pull the Gookie card. I'm like, okay, well, I have to get the Gookie cards now if I want to play this. Is it even that good in Gookies? I don't know. But it's an OTK enabler. Wow, and Gookies, they really had issues, OTKing people. I pulled Brutal Dozer, and I'm like, okay, cool, Brutal Dozer, wow. Okay, I have to build the rest of this archetype now. Oh, it's located in 2 mini boxes. Great. Nothing in this box is like... They didn't even reprint any Infinite Tracks in this box. Same with the Dream Mirror stuff, I think. They don't even reprint any of it here. I pull, Ogdo Abyss. I'm like, cool, that's an Ogdo Addict. Okay, what do I need to build this box? Oh, I need to go 3 times for Nunu specifically. Alright, so my initial investment of a couple of packs to get towers has become 3 runs of this main box. And, as I keep running through this main box, I'm gonna get the Sky Striker stuff eventually, probably. I'm also gonna get stuff like Onomatopoeia, which also requires me to dig into other, boxes and mini boxes. So, the same is true for, like, pretty much any of these, the TG stuff is interesting, right? But TGs are in another box, where there's already a couple, like, Mendek URs. Like, even if I only want the low rarity stuff, like say just one Test Manther for Gladiator Beasts, I'm still gonna have to dig into like 2 Gladiator Beast product well, I guess only the one. Is it even available in Dueling Simo? I don't know. This product in general is like not good unless your goal is specifically to go after Sky Strikers and Ogdo Addicts. Like if you compare it to the last main box that we had, which was like several years ago. It was Phoenix Blaze, and this was like eons ago in Duel Links time. You had, of course, like, okay, 2 main deck URs, that's not a new thing. I'm not gonna like pretend that it is. But there's also like a budget archetype that you can play right out the gates in Sue ships, and you can just, go through this box once. You have 2 Unis, and that's more than enough to build like a Sue ship deck. So the actual new stuff. Sky Strikers, I don't know, maybe they're probably gonna be good. I need to do the math actually, because like, this is your only like main deck monster that's not a hand trap. You know, that's the only starter that you have. Say, because there's the Sky Striker skill that's gonna come with it, right? Okay, so the Sky Striker skill, it can be used if your deck does not contain engage, which has not been released, so it probably doesn't. It adds 2 engage to the deck and one of each of 4 different kind of Sky Striker Ace monster, Link monsters in your extra deck. Not already, so it's gonna have like Ayate, the wind and earth ones, whose name I forgot. Isn't Ayate the wind one? What's the fire one? Kagari, that's it. And you can only special summon monsters from the extra deck in your opponent's graveyard, so obviously this is meant to work with the Sky Striker. But like, okay, let's say you start with the Sky Striker list, right? You start with 22 cards because of the 2 mobilize. So that's like, you play 4 Ray, 3 of which are like main deck and 1 of which is reinforcement of the army, and then 6 engage. So the odds of opening a playable striker hand is like 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 games you're gonna be able to play normally, and then the remaining 1 game you're not gonna be able to do shit. I'm thinking like, because this deck is kind of like Life Twins, but Life Twins have like 6 starters plus the one that discard to special. And there's a couple more options. It's I think Striker's a bit brickier than Life Twins, and maybe the ceiling is not as interesting. So if you're already playing Twins, why would you play Striker is my question. Like, I don't want to discount this archetype, but for all intents and purposes, this just seems to me like a discount version of Twins. And because like, Twins doesn't play any archetypal skill either. You just get a bonus 2000 life points. Strikers don't, if you want to play with Engage and the Link monsters. There are ways to get like archetypal back row, like you can area 0 targeting your Ray, and then Ray in response summon you know, the Link monster of your choice, so you can try and get a, well, pretty much the only one that does anything in your opponent's turn is gonna be, I guess, Shark Cannon. It's not bad, but Widow Anchor is the one that you really want. So, and on the other hand, Twins just like, well, I'm just gonna draw back row now. You know, I'm just gonna draw back row and have an archetypal disruption anyway. So it's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this archetype is gonna be super popular, and you know, that's why Konami is milking it, because they know that, you know, Sky Tracker players are gonna be like paying for this, like going through this main box 3 times completely and buying the bundle just because they can. Be like, I don't know if it's that good. You know, obviously this seems bonkers, but I don't know. I don't want to discount it, but I don't see what's like so powerful that it's gonna be able to contend with like current archetypes already dominating the game. Archetype stuff. I don't know. Snake Rain, right? Snake Rain surely is one of the cards of all time. And this is Raigeki. Wow. This is Raigeki, incredible. Yeah. Your game plan is gonna be Raigeki and it loses Book of Moon, basically. So it's not the worst. You're probably gonna see a couple of players, probably more they can do, because like what are even good reptiles you can make with this, other than King of Feral Imps? Quick interruption to give you news of Mako. He is doing fine. He just this night, whilst we were asleep, little homie puked, and he puked like mostly, you know, bile, which is a thing that they do when they eat too much. But there was like a little bit of blood in his puke, so I'm gonna have to take a look after it. It's a good thing I don't work today, so I can, you know, take care of you little dumbass. He's just gonna be there for the rest of the video. Was I saying about Ogdoadix? Maybe this deck is good, I don't know. Dream Mirrors, this is a lot of text for not a whole lot of things. I refuse to read a Dream Mirror card, and if this deck turns out to be good, I still will not read it anyhow. TG stuff. There's a TG scale coming with this, right? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, cool. Synchro spam stuff is my favorite, strategy of all time. It's such my favorite strategy that I chose Mechlord as my fucking online handle. I don't know, dude. If it's good, I'm just gonna bust out the Mechlords again. Pendulum Treasure, which you're really glad to see in a box that has like no Pendulum card whatsoever. Wowthers. Brutal Dozer, which you're really glad to see in a box that has no infinite tracks whatsoever. Onomatopeira, which we're really glad to see in a box that has no Onomat stuff whatsoever. This Wind Horse. Cool. And that's one of the horses of all time, you know. Sauge de Fleur. Imagine pulling this as your Yoa, and you don't feel robbed at all. And of course, there's the formal card, Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, which you read and you're like, oh wow, this is even better than Vela because it burns. And that's like, I don't know. There's probably scenarios in which this is better than Vela. Well, definitely scenarios in which this is better than Vela. I'm thinking like Tenyi specifically. Because like Tenyi, the Shaman, you Veiler it, that's the only thing you can Veiler against this deck. Okay, well, you want to go Mako. Goodbye. The only, like, Veiler target in Tenyi is Shaman, so you Veiler this, and like, okay. You Ghost Mourner this against Tenyi, and it's like, well, it's basically does the same thing as Veiler, except now, if they link it away, they also take 800 damage, which is actually negligible. So, yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. It's probably not that good. Fusion deployments. I've read that the you can't see the fusion deployment because of my face. Hold on, there we go. I've read that this like kind of work with. It does work with Battle Chronicle, if I'm not mistaken, but then you'd have to cut some limited 3 back row. It's limited 3 so that you can't play it with in Neo specifically, which is very funny to think about. I don't know. What else could it work with? Cyber Dragons? Oh no. But then people are gonna try Cyber Dragons. What a shame. Gookie Blade Ogre doesn't seem that good. The Firewall Exceed stuff, I guess it's kind of convoluted. Can you guys like realize that like Fusion Clock Up was not that far ago, and in the meantime we got a like in the last mini box we got the synchro oriented skill and deck, and now we're like, okay, play the Exceed one now. I'm not gonna bother. Towers, I've briefly talked about. Obviously a good card. I don't know if it's good enough to make Cleese great. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, say you're playing Cleese, and your opening hand is like Scout, and 3 other Clee monsters. One of which is going to be the other scale that you're going to pen with, Scouts, and then how do you even make Towers turn 1? I don't think it's even possible in dueling specifically to make Towers turn 1. No, I don't think it is. I do not think it is. So like, you still don't have a good turn 1 for Cleese. You can gain a bunch of life points. You can make like stealth with the new skill. Stealth or any other like 2 tribute Clee forts. Towers is like your boss monster, but you can make it turn 1. It's a card that says unaffected by pretty much everything except link monsters, and kind of difficult to get rid of for anything that's not a normal summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I don't know. This is the one card that makes me want to go into this box, by the way. It's like, I've talked about how garbage this box is, and I still want to go into it just for Towers. And I'm like currently convincing myself that this isn't worth it, because this card is just not good enough. Even for Cleese, it's not good enough. What else is there? Kind of disappointed that there's no, like, alien supports, obviously. Well, obviously. Spoiler alert, I'm working on an aliens video right now. And I thought, you know, aliens, they could tangentially work with Ogdoadic, so if they release the Shock Trooper M-Frame, and maybe Stealth Buster, and Cosmic Aura Zero, I think is the name of the Floodgate one, you could work. Because like Ogdoadic Water Lily, that could be kind of neat. But no, that's not happening. Maybe you can still play Snake Eyes or Snake Rain in Aliens. It's probably not worth it though. Gentle Mendes there. Wow, one of the Speed Duel's greatest cards. Shoutouts to everyone who ever played Serpent Knight Dragon in the TCG Speed Duel. They ran out this card to work in dueling, so that's cool. Where's Clifford Genius? Clifford Genius is like a common rarity card. It's kind of cute. Reptilian Echidna. It's another one of these cards that like... Because I have 3 copies of Lamia, I think. I'm not sure, actually. Oh, they're just giving us Proving Grounds as a common card. Oh, God. That's... It's not even good enough to make Lady of Beasts anymore, because the only thing you do is rejection. And this is a... This is a bad card. Sky Cavalry Centauria. That's a good rank 2, actually. That's a really good rank 2. It's good if you want to play Paleozoics, which... Do people even still play this deck? They should, because it's a fun little strategy. You can dip Sediva into Deep Sediva to make this as well. It's a funky little card. I like it. Also, yeah, I was clearly mistaken about, you know, this box not having Dream Mirror stuff. Maybe Dream Mirrors are playable. I don't care either way. This is a bunch of like pack filler, you know. Wow, we're releasing Battle Manica in 2024. Surely it's gonna define the meta. Look out if you missed out on the first release of Snake Fan in the first main box of the game. You can get it now. This misses timing. This just doesn't work. This just doesn't work the way you'd like it to work. I'm sorry, this card is bad. Cyber's Reminder. It's not real cards. None of these cards are real. What is this? Alu Mirage. Yeah, that's not the Al Mirage that we're all looking for. Clifford Genius, that's the one. Clive Sand. And like people are coping about this card being, oh, but you can special this card and it's going to be 3 tributes for a Portler Forge. All you have to do is search over scouts. It's like, no, that's not good. That's clearly not good. I'm sorry, but it's not good. You're going to have to do something else. Like, you're going to have to scout Monolith, search a thing, pen summon to tribute to, gain 1600 life points. You're stunned at like 48. And then you hope that you draw Entrails in this deck. That's basically the only way you're doing anything. You better not open any Entrails because this doesn't work. I don't know. I'm really torn on Cleese. I want to believe that the deck has potential to be good, but I also don't, because if it is good, then I'm gonna have to go into it for goddamn towers. Yeah, there's a bunch of cards that, oh, there's Evil Eye stuff. Aren't you glad that you spent, you know, a bunch of like money and gems on like several well, I guess 2 main box URs, and then a couple of years later you were told, oh, but actually the Surziel, the best Evil Eye card, is an unique pickup box, so you should go get that as well. And now we're releasing, you know, more Evil Eye stuff in this box that you're not gonna care about unless you're gonna play Sky Striker and Octo Addict. So. And then you're gonna pull a card as good as Blind Spot Strike, and you're going like, well, this was all worth it. I'm really glad that they chose to reprint this card from Generation Neck that saw 0 play whatsoever, just so I can feel extra ripped off when I open packs of this garbage main box. That's gonna be it for my review of this main box. Thank you all for watching. Sorry it was a bit late. Don't expect any streams today. Maybe there's gonna be one on Thursday, but I'm still I have personal reasons. They're not bad, but I do have personal reasons. Like I said, I'm working on Aliens video. I'm working on like a couple of other videos. I'm gonna be really busy today on this day that I do not work at my job. I'm gonna be working for my videos, so look out for that. It is currently 7 AM and 23 minutes. So that's I should probably get breakfast. I'm gonna go do that actually. Thank you all for watching. Take care and bye.